Hey guys, let's talk about selling investment properties with tenants in it today. I'm Spencer Schumacher, Spencer Real Estate Group, help people buy, sell houses, land, condos, commercial, you name it. I can help them with it. Southern Wisconsin, Dane County, Greater Madison area. When we sell properties that are investment properties, uh, we oftentimes don't think about we are disrupting the lives of the people who are living in our rental properties, the tenants. Right? Most landlords say, I don't want to cause them any undue stress, but it causes stress no matter how you look at it. So they start worrying, is my lease going to end? What is it going to look like here in the future for me? The lease stays with the property. When you sell a property, if the lease goes until August of next year, the lease will transfer with the property, and the new landlord has to honor the lease. So the tenants are protected. Month to month is a little different situation. Usually there's a 30 to 45 day notice you have to give a tenant before you can terminate them on a month to month, but it is not as protected. This is the reason why most tenants probably should not sign a month to month lease. They think it's easy for them to get out of, but it also can be easy for the landlord to get them out of. When we transfer property, I really like to have closing dates for investment properties mid-month. Mid-month gives the new landlord time to reach out to the new tenants, introduce themselves, say, hey, this is where the check is going to get sent. This is how we're going to take care of things in the future. It kind of gives a little bit of time to fluctuate, because if it closes the last day of the month and the rent is due on the first, the tenants are in a situation where they're in a little bit of flux. When we are showing properties, it is best if we can get people into both units or 3 units or 5 units or however many units there are when they come in, because you get somebody in the property once, a buyer, it's sometimes tough to get them back into the property. Maybe there's one unit that really looks great, gives them a vision of what the rest of the units look like. So I like to try to have showings happen on all properties, all units at once. Sometimes some agents will have, and landlords will only show one of the units until they like it, and then they'll show the other units. I'm not as big a fan of this, but it is a possibility. We have a 3D camera that we actually use for all of our properties. So we could walk through the property, have a 3D film, basically a 3D model formed, so people can go through the property as many times as they want to, not have to disturb the tenants. We can blur out the tenants' personal items because a lot of people don't want to know, they don't want their privacy invaded. So we can blur all that stuff out, but it gives people a good lay of the land, understands, and then they makes it say, have you looked at the video? Have you walked through the property? We can get you in the property now. Then we can hopefully help them sell it and keep the stress lower on the tenants. So we always do think about tenants when we're selling properties. Notice is 24 hours usually. Some tenants are like, yeah, show it after 5 hours notice. Most tenants don't have their place quite in the same condition that a owner might have it in. So we will always want to give them time to get it fixed up to get going. But we keep an eye out for tenants. Call me if you're thinking about selling an investment property. We'd love to represent you and make sure that you're getting maximum dollar and your tenants are taken care of. Look forward to talking to you. Spencer Schumacher, Spencer Real Estate Group.